Okay. EDE is a game jam attempt to do more with less. That's my TikTok voice. A single resource that regulates damage, special effects, and player leveling. It's up to the player to figure out the best use. Completable in 10 minutes. Game does not have a menu. It, however, has a pun in the title, which is just as good. Questionable. Okay, ready? Please cease using your TikTok quotes. Walk into enemies to attack. Okay. Killing a monster imbues you with its essence. Essence makes you strong against one type of enemies and weak against another. Blood beats light. Light beats rot. Rot beats blood. I'm too hungover for this right now. Oh, more continue using TikTok voice? Got it. Hello, Creamy Luke. I missed? How did I miss? What is this random vestibule? Why are there random vestibules? Wait, what beats is that guy light? That guy's light, right? Pressing space will consume the currently held essence to create a trap in front of you. Blood makes monsters frenzied. Light lowers accuracy. Rot immobilizes vulnerability. Rules apply. Debuffs get shorter or longer. You can also imbue monsters directly. Accuracy 75. Oh. Light lowers accuracy? Wouldn't that increase accuracy? Okay. Okay, makes a space. Okay, so okay, we're gonna do a trap. The fuck? I made a trap. Where did the trap go? Oh. Oh, okay. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Is that a rot monster? I'm gonna fucking die. Get good and don't die? You didn't give me the streamer version of this game. The game journalist version. Pressing C will use the currently held essence to strengthen you. Okay. Raises. Okay, if Rot raises max HP, do I gain HP back as well? You do? Okay. Okay, great. Bitch. Okay, I'm just gonna consume everything, dude. What? I consumed that, but didn't raise my... It didn't raise my fucking max health. That's... Wasn't that a rock guy? It did? Oh, it did. Levels get more expensive. Oh, okay. Alright. Nice. There's a note here. Oh, this is the thing you posted. Sir Philolot screwed up, and now the entire kingdom is out for her blood. The three dragons have sent their minions to eradicate the guild. Use the magic powering them against their brethren. I've opened a portal for you at the far end of the basement. Reach it if you can. Yours, Sir Portalot. You can skip. Can you skip turn on the spot, or gotta keep moving? Oh yeah, you can. Nice. Yo, I'm so strong. Come here, bitch. Don't you run for me! It's just going in a circle, dude. What? You make that your Steam name? Got it. The cost or the dots, yeah. The cost or the dots, yeah, down low. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. What the fuck? The hell, man? Oh shit! I should have imbued after I killed each one. Fuck! Wait, I'm going back. Nice. Yeah, I'm 100%ing this game. I'm platinuming it. Ah, bitch. Oh. Reset. I'm lost. I'm lost, chat. Lost in the sauce. Do they keep spawning? Festus? Or is it endless? They're fixed? Fuck off. So then it's not endless. Why would I ever lay a trap if I can get meta progress? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of heals. The big monsters hurt a lot. It's usually better to trap them. I did make everything easier in this version, though. Oh. I mean, I'm kind of slaying fools, dude. Like, GG. Easy. Stop backseating. Because you knew Atheo was playing? How dare you? I hope your cream curdles, Luke. Come back! I'm lost. Where do I go? There's also a weird, like, chair scraping sound. Oh, is that the end? Is this the end of the game? You have no sounds? Why wouldn't you tell me, guys? Chat! Chat, why wouldn't you tell me? You have no sounds! Okay, what about now? Can you hear now? Is that it? Is that everyone? Festus? I want to kill everyone, man. That's it? Aw, man. Aw, man. Muddy steps. Wait, now I'm lost. Where is it supposed to go? Here? Sir Portalot's portal carries you out of the overrun. It's overrun, not overran. You're welcome. QA testing. Guild basement. You live to fight another day. Thank you for playing. Hope you had fun. Refresh the browser to play again. Alright, chat. That was Endless Dungeoneering Experience. Look at the pinned Essential Dungeoneering Experience, even. Alright, well, look at the pinned message for Festus's itch page, itch.io page, with some of the games that he's made. Festus, why don't you hop into a VC in La Plata, and we can do a little short Q&A there, and you can talk about your game a bit. This is itch, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Chat, if you have any questions too, can you type them into chat? That'd be great to ask Festus. Yo.
Hi.
Chat, can you...
You're doing these Q&As just to listen to my voice, aren't you?
Sure, yes. Can you hear, Discord? Chat? Why is my taskbar such a mess? Shut up, Luke. Okay. So, yeah. What did you, just talk us through the development process real quick. What do you think what did you really like about, what you were able to create here? And what are some things that you wish you could have spent some more time on?
Well, I spent most of the time trying to figure out the idea I wanted to implement, which wasn't easy because this genre is not very familiar to me. At first, I wanted to make this sort of a living dungeon thing where you have the three elements, just like now, but the rot isn't monsters. It's something that grows on the floor and changes how monsters behave, blocks some attacks, gives you debuffs and all that. But that A was taking long to implement. B, it wasn't very fun. That's mostly because when you think about like a layout of a room, a tactical layout of a room, and you have to make decisions based on the layout of monsters and rot and everything. It's very hard to get an outlook about that when you're looking through a first-person perspective and you can only really see the few tiles ahead of you. So I dropped that idea in favor of like a simpler thing, which was the rotation of damage buffs, and then I added some leveling schemes and all that. People seem to like the game, surprisingly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's super simple, but at the same time, there's enough complexity to it where like that sense of meta progression, right, that you get from getting the endurance, the strength, the accuracy. I really like that a lot. On top of which, you also have the trapping. So you mentioned that in other versions the enemies were a lot stronger. So I assume that would mean that the trapping is a lot more important, right? When it comes to like strategy, as opposed to just straight rushing all the upgrades.
Yeah. Well, if you play very carefully and just lure everything into a narrow corridor, then traffic isn't as important. But normally the bigger monsters or the rooms that are very open would require you to trap a little bit. And the traps are quite powerful because you can make the huge monster just whack in another enemy or immobilize someone with a rod trap and just whack at them until they're dead. That's good. But yeah, I made this easy on purpose because people are very upset during game jams when they play like 50 games and the games are too hard and they can't finish them, and just that drops the ratings. So I made this easier.
Yeah. Can you run me through, just from a high level perspective here, like how you implemented AI behavior, like what goes into that, and on top of which this game genre, right? It's been around for so long. It's one of the older types of games out there.
Yeah.
Did that make the AI behavior a little simpler to code, or yeah? Can you speak on that a bit?
Sure. The Well, I had to implement a pathfinding algorithm for that, along with like a grid system.
Hmm.
And the pathfinding is just a regular A star algorithm which you can find everywhere. So that's nothing original. That was quick. And the AI itself, this decision making, I made this dead simple. And as you noticed before when you were playing, they kind of run in circles, and their default behavior pattern is that they go forward until they hit something, and if that something isn't the player, they turn right and then just continue.
Gotcha.
Um,
Was there
so
would there be leashing? If I like kept running back once they do see me, like would they
yeah,
go back? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
They just lock in. They just lock in.
Okay.
I mean, you can spend a really long time on making good tactical AI, and this is not something I personally can do within the confines of a game jam when I'm also making all the rest of the game. So I just pretended that gave them behavior that could simulate them like wandering, pursuing, and all that. But this is just all very, very simple.
Hmm. Would if you had more time, would you? Laura's asking, would you have incorporated like a boss? And did you think about that at all?
Um, I don't think I would do a boss. I would make the dungeon bigger, and make some traps, perhaps.
Hmm.
Um, I would also rebalance some of the stuff to make traps more useful, perhaps. Like the player made traps, not the dungeon traps. Make something like teleporting monsters, um, where you would like enter a room, and they would spawn behind you, so you couldn't just kite all the time. Um, I would rather move in polishing what I had, instead of adding more stuff.
So, what would you say? I know you said you don't really have a lot of experience, like maybe like playing these games. Never mind, like developing them. What would you say was the hardest thing that you didn't expect when you were trying to? Obviously, there's a time frame, right? It's a week to make it, but what was the hardest
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, it was rough. Um, I think making interesting combat was, at least as much interesting as I could do it,
Hmm.
as I managed to do it, was the most difficult one, because most of the older games had like, either they had like a lock-in system where you couldn't move, you couldn't change tiles when you were attacked, and you just had to click your heroes to perform attacks and all that. And others had like a separate game within them, like a top-down tactical thing where you walked into monsters.
Right.
So I didn't want to make these because these are additional systems that take time. So I made this like, classic roguelike thing, like classic roguelike, the ASCII roguelikes from the 90s or 80s or 70s, where you just walk into stuff. And making that somewhat challenging, and giving the player decisions to like interesting decisions to take, um that was very, very difficult, at least for me, because you don't have a lot of, you haven't seen a lot of my games, from my itch page. You just played the Spark one, but I usually think about designing games in terms of like an experience, like a digging experience. I have another game which is a hover tank, which is just like soaring through the sky with a big cannon.
Hmm.
I don't really think about making a board game esque system like this requires. So this was very difficult for me, and I had to learn to think about it in that way.
Yeah,
But it
I
kind
think
of
you did a
worked
great
out.
job. Yeah, honestly, 'cause the combat was like the systems around the combat. I think is super interesting. And like you just said, it's just walking into people, right? Walking into enemies. But
Yeah.
really, really well done, man. Yeah, huge props to you. That's definitely it was enjoyable. That's why I was looking around at the
Thank
end
you.
when I saw the portal. I was
Thank you.
like, are there more enemies? so, so
Yeah.
really good job with that, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
Arch-
thank you.
Archangel is thinks he's funny. Is asking what your favorite dessert is.
Um, I don't know.
Not really a sweets guy.
Ice cream. Ice
Yeah,
cream.
ice
I am
cream.
a terrible sweets guy. You give me like 50 kilos of chocolate, I will keep eating until I die.
Oh God.
So yeah, probably ice cream, like latte ice cream.
Uh, is this considered a mud? I don't know what a mud is. An MUD.
Nah, a multi-user dungeon is like very, very early attempt at massive multiplayer games. Multiplayer games, sorry. So you had pure text games where you
Hmm.
just wrote, like in Zork, if you're familiar,
Oh right, yeah,
like
yeah,
go east,
yeah,
go west, attack this, cast this, and all the descriptions were text. So those were MUDs, mods. I played a few of them. They were awesome back in the day, but they're mostly dead now.
yeah, yeah. I think there's still a few you can find there, like just in the web browser. I remember playing a couple. Um,
Yeah.
okay. Anything else you want to add, just in terms of your experience developing this game?
Um, I think we covered most of the challenging stuff I went through. So yeah, I think that's it.
Great. Laura's asking what your favorite color is.
Um, Deep red.
Deep red. Nice. All right. Festus, thank you very much. And chat, yeah, I will. I have the first game we tried, the Spork one, also chopped up from a VOD, so I'll upload that to YouTube. I'll also upload this to YouTube in case any of the DGens and La Plata mine didn't catch the playthrough. So yeah, and look at the pin message and check out Festus's other games like he was talking about too. That hover one seems really cool. Thank you, Festus. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right.
Toodles.
All right. Great.